Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, The Sunset Girl Creates. My name is Deborah, and this is my first time doing a whip and chat or a video, so please excuse me if I make any mistakes. It will be raw and whatever you see. What you see is what you get with me. And I love crafting. I've been doing it for many years, since I was 8 years old. I started with crocheting. Tried to knit back in the day. Wasn't able to knit, obviously. And so I spent a lot of time doing that. I then found cross stitch, mainly through my mother, who's an avid crafter. She's also a singer, and I get all of my creativity and all of my wonderful traits from her. She's a fantastic crafter, artist. She sews a lot. She's a seamstress. Excuse me. She's a seamstress, and she does needlepoint. She's since started diamond painting. Got her hooked on that on her birthday this last year. I've been doing diamond painting myself since March of 2020. I decided just recently have been disabled. I've been disabled with fibromyalgia for 6 years. It's now gotten to a point where I have a hard time functioning on a day-to-day basis in order to actually actively work every day. Fibromyalgia also causes issues with memory. It causes pain throughout your body. So yeah, it can make it for a very hard work day when you're trying to just get through the day. So what I'm going to do is, that's just a little intro to me and where my craft started, why I started the channel, and I found 25 questions on what is it? Get to know me tag questions for YouTube. So I'm going to start with the first one. What is my middle name? My middle name is Lynn. It's really funny. I always thought I always laughed at my full name when I was growing up because it rhymed, Deborah Lynn Quinn. So yeah, my middle name was always a fun middle name. What were my favorite subjects in high school? My favorite subjects in high school were typing, computers, and math. Anything I could do in math, I was happy to do math. Numbers are my favorite thing. I have been to school for an accounting. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting. I was an accounting manager. So, when I was in my working days, now I'm working towards getting on disability, and that is going to be it's going to be a hard one in itself. What is my favorite drink? I have to say, I used to say Diet Dr. Pepper was my favorite drink. But now I've got what they call the Soda Stream, and I can make anything I want into a soda. And it's all done with water. So I can have my daily amount of water, put a little bit of carbonation in it, and then flavor it any way I want. And that way I'm still getting in my daily amounts of water that I need to intake. What is your favorite song at the moment? I have to say that my favorite song at the moment still has been for quite some time. It's a Motley Crue song, and it's Sweet Home Coming. Let's see, what is the name of the? I can never remember names of songs. My husband's the song person, so it's a Motley Crue song, and Tommy Lee Jones actually gets down off his drums and goes and plays piano. The YouTube video on this song is phenomenal, and I'm a big Tommy Lee fan. Have been for a long time. Love Motley Crue. What would you or have you named your children? I have 2 children. My oldest child is Robert James Ralph Jr. He's 34. 34. He's 34. He was born in 1987. Well, I have to calculate in my head how old my children are. That's pretty sad. My son is 34. He's an artist. He does his own art. He's a crocheter. He picked up on the crafty bug early in life. He is a great kid. I'm very, very proud of him and where he's come with his life, as well as his beautiful wife. We have been estranged for quite some time, but I hear how he's doing through my mother, and I wish him everything and the best moving forward of anything in his life. I have a 32-year-old daughter. No, she just turned 33. My kids are 15 and a half months apart, so for 5.5 months of the year, they are only 1 year apart. So she's currently 33. She's a good kid. She's a beautiful kid. She's got 4 beautiful children. She has 3 of them that live with her, or 2 of them that live with her, and that's her older 2 that are currently living with her. I'm also estranged from her, and someday I'll go over this in the channel, but we are estranged, and I do not see my older grandchildren very often, which is very heart crushing, but I don't have any choice in this. I do have 2 younger grandchildren that are 5 and 6. They're also 16 months apart. The oldest one is Carly Renee, and she's got the crafty bug like her Mima. She named me Mima, so I will always and forever be Mima, never again to be called Grandma. She has a little brother. His name is Justin Allen. Justin and Carly lost their father 3 years ago in a motorcycle accident. Carly remembers a little bit about him. JJ was only 9 months old, so maybe it was, well, actually it was 4 years ago. See, time flies. I lose track of time. The kids are doing very well, adjusting well. They live with their great-grandmother in Washington. They're doing fantastic. And I speak with them weekly and as often as possible. Have you participated in any sports? I really was not one that participated much in sports. I didn't like PE. I liked swimming, and I also like softball. Those are about the only 2 sports I ever enjoyed playing. I do enjoy watching football. My husband and I are very avid pro football watchers. We live here in the Tampa Bay area, but neither one of us are per se Tampa fans because we came from other places. So my husband is a New York Patriots fan, and I am a San Francisco 49er fan. I have resided for 10 years in Florida. Before then, I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. I went from one Bay Area across the United States to the other Bay Area, from California Bay Area, San Francisco, to the Tampa Bay Area in Florida on the West Coast. I really enjoy living here. It is mostly warm. At least 80% of the year we are in 75 degrees or above up here where I live, and it is fantastic weather. When it does get cold, it does make things rough for me. The colder it gets, the worse my fibromyalgia gets. As it's warming up, I'm just kind of leveling off now to my regular my regular balance of what my normal pain level is. Excuse me again. What is my favorite book? My favorite book was Silence of the Lambs. I do like true crime. I don't read as often as I used to, but I do listen to Audible on a regular basis. So I do read lots of books. My favorite author is V.C. Andrews. Love her books, love her suspense, love where her mind goes sometimes. It's just sometimes dark and evil. But I can't read them continuously because it's too much. My favorite color is pink, and my favorite animal is the dolphin. I also like penguins, so my spirit animal, my husband's and my spirit animal is the dolphin. We saw dolphins playing in the water on our first date, as well as seen dolphins play next to us on our jet ski. So we have dolphins that have always been on and around in our lives since we met. I don't have a favorite perfume. I have two favorite holidays, actually 3. I like Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is when I get my turkey and dressing, and I cook it once a year. Sometimes I even talk my husband into doing it twice a year so that I can have another turkey. Turkey is my favorite. And I love making my own stuffing to go into my turkey. And I make one every year. It doesn't matter how many people come over, a full turkey is made. Because I only get it once a year. My second favorite holiday is Christmas. I love Christmas. I love to decorate. I love to get things together. I haven't had near as many decorations now as I used to have in the day, but they're gradually getting there. I like to make up things for my tree and to decorate on my silhouette. So come, October, so we'll start pulling that out and doing some Christmas stuff. We'll probably pull that out in the future as well. The next question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate your childhood. I had a fantastic childhood. I grew up in California. First of all, when I was 6, my parents got divorced. I was a Air Force brat born at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. But after my parents got divorced, my mother moved in with my grandparents in California. And I was only 6 years old, and my sister was only 2. So we lived for 6 years in a little town called Cambria. Both of my parents worked and met at Hearst Castle, which was really fun part of my life. They got married. My sister and I went on their honeymoon with them to Disneyland, which was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun as a family that first time. And then after that, we moved to Chico, got into Job's Daughters. My mom and I did a lot of brownies. I had a lot of different things going on in life that allowed me to do different things, which made my childhood a fantastic childhood. Have I ever been out of the country? I've been to Jamaica. My husband and I went there for a 3-year anniversary. And then been to Scotland and 2 trips to London. Do I speak any other languages? No, I can speak some Spanish, but muy poquito. Do I have any siblings? I have 2 stepsisters. I have a stepsister who passed away from cancer 7 years ago. I have a brother who is older than me. He's also my stepbrother, and he still lives in California. I have a younger sister who lives in Arizona and lives with my mom, and they take care of each other, and it's a great thing. I can go visit both of them at the same time when I go visit. And then I have a younger brother who lives in Nashville, and his name is Christopher Quinn, and he owns Quinn Designs. Go check him out. If you're ever in Nashville, hit him up. If you're buying a house or you need it redesigned, he is the one to go to in Nashville. Do I have a favorite store? I have to say my favorite store is probably Amazon for most things. My favorite craft store is Hobby Lobby. And I know there's lots of controversy over Hobby Lobby, but yes, I still support and I still like Hobby Lobby. Some of their ideals I do believe in, and some of them I don't, but I don't have to believe in everything that a store owner does, in my opinion, to shop a store. And then, so those are my favorite craft stores. My favorite diamond painting store is Diamond Art Club. I forgot to let you guys know that I was working on my whip, which is a work in progress if you're new to diamond painting or any of these kind of chats. And I am working on The Old Shoe House by Dominic Davison. And here's the picture of the full, let me see if I can get the full picture in here. Okay, there's a full picture of what I'm working on. And I'm currently just finished this area, and I'm working on this part of the bridge and the water. And this is done by Diamond Art Club. So I have a whole stack of Diamond Art Club. And one of these days I'll show you my stash. What is your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant currently is Applebee's. My husband and I go there every week on our regular weekly date that we go on. I found it helps our relationship and makes things a lot smoother when we go on a date every week. So we do. We go out every Sunday. And then, did I like school? I wasn't really a fan of school. I went to school. I did what I had to do in school. But really, truly, when it came down to the end, I didn't like it. I did work hard once my kids were in high school and went back to school and got my bachelor's degree. I did graduate 16 months for my bachelor's degree, and I did get a 4.0 and graduated summa cum laude, second in my class, which was a really tough thing to do, but it was well worth the energy and effort, and I do put all of my effort and energy into anything that I set my mind to. So if I set my mind to graduate early, that's what I'm going to do. And then, so, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I have to say that the one that I love the most is Mindy. And Mindy's Diamond Moments. I watch her and I support her. I look forward to it when she puts out a video every day. I look forward to it. I wait for it and I listen to it as soon as possible. Try to attend as many of their lives as possible. I like Stitcherista. I've been watching Mindy and Stitcherista since I first found YouTube. I've been listening to a few other YouTubers. I like Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. I also enjoy listening to Grace from Grace Diamond Painting in Australia. She's really phenomenal. She's a newer diamond painting craft enthusiast here on YouTube. I recently started watching her. I've watched her since she first started. So great job. Keep going. Keep going, Grace. You're doing a great job. And then I have a lot of other YouTubers that I listen to, but those are the ones that I listen to on the most. Oh, and the other one that I like to watch is Billy's Diamond Painting and More. He's been on there for a while. He's really fun to watch. What is my favorite movie? The Grey movies and the Minion movies are my favorite movies, but I am not an avid movie watcher, so I will not be one that you can come to and say, hey, what's the latest movie? And I will know what it is and what's going on. That's not me. I like music and I like books. TV, I watch true crime when I watch TV. Sometimes watch the game shows with my husband. But most of the time I diamond paint or craft when the TV's on and use that as just noise. What are some of my favorite TV shows? Now that's something I can talk about. One of my favorite TV shows that I currently watch is Hell's Kitchen, and I've watched it for a long, long, long time. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, so Hell's Kitchen is really, honestly, the only one out there right now that I really watch, that I have to see. And I've watched the Sheldons, Big Bang, Young Sheldon. I like those shows. Those are about the only things. Next question is PC or Mac. I'm a very Mac person. I use a Mac computer. I use an iPhone. I have an iPad. I used to have an iPod. But my husband's a PC person, so I might go back and forth between the two. The next question is, what phone do you have? I have an iPhone 9S, and it's the big one. As long as it's still working, I will not buy a new one. I am not one of those people that goes out and buys new phones just because a new one comes out. When one wears out, I'll go buy a new one. When I can't use it anymore. Next question is, how tall are you? I am 5'5.5", almost 5'6". My husband is a half an inch shorter than me, which is very odd for me. I always date tall people, 6 foot or more. Both of my husbands were over 6 foot. First husband and second husband. Current husband is shorter than me. And do I have any pets? I do. I have 2 pets. The first one is my black lab. We rescued her 6 or 7 years ago. See, I'm not good on knowing when things happen, so I'll probably just say 6 or 7, and I may change it later because I remember actually when it happened. So it was about 6 or 7 years ago that we got baby girl. She is the most lovey, touchy, feely dog I've ever had. Has to be on you 24/7. She swears she's a lap dog, but she's not a lap dog. I can guarantee you she's not a lap dog. She is the sweetest dog you'd ever meet in your life. She's kind, she's generous, she's thoughtful as a dog. Always wants to make sure that you're happy or I'm happy. And that's the most important thing to her. In regards to my little dog, we rescued her 2.5 years ago. She was a victim of Hurricane Irma, and she came from Puerto Rico. And when she got to the rescue place, I was so thrilled when I saw her. I had to immediately go pick her up and bring her home. Her name is Trixie. We have a friend of ours. Her daughter calls her a cow dog because she's black and white. She looks like she's got the shapes and colorings of a cow. How interesting, huh? Yeah, so she calls her our cow dog. She was very standoffish for a long time. It took her a long time to trust. She now trusts. And she comes up and gets kisses all the time and wants attention and wants to be a part of, which really just makes my heart sing, because when she first got here, she was very standoffish. I didn't know if she'd ever come around, but I knew that if I gave enough love and affection to her, she would eventually come around. And she has. She's a great dog. She listens now. She goes and does what she needs to. She's very smart, just like the lab. I think she's learned from the lab. The lab has taught her a lot. The lab likes being that mommy figure, so I think it's all gonna be good. And that's the end of my questions. I want to thank each and every one of you that ever watched this video. Thank you so much for watching my first video. I will be working on another few videos to start coming out. I have a few orders out there, so that I'll have a couple of unboxings. I'm going to do unboxings in the realm of budget unboxings to start off. And as things come along and as they organically grow or whatever they do, we'll take it from there. But first off, we're going to start off with some budget paintings. So I'll be having some budget paintings. I also get a monthly subscription box. And so when that comes in for April, I'll share that with you. I just received my March, and there were some fun things. I was with the member version, and that gives me 2 diamond paintings, and then they give me 3 other crafts to try. And I really like having other crafts to try. It may not be other crafts. It may just be other kind of diamond paintings. It could be just, I've gotten magnets. I've gotten keychains. So I've gotten a lot of different projects that I could work on periodically as time goes by. So, and that was the wrong color. Yes, I make mistakes. There we go. Pick it up. Okay. So that takes care of all those double dots. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I will have another video out in the next day or 2, maybe 3. And I wish you all a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.